Hello and welcome back. Um, so I start all the videos off with the view of the dashboard, so you can get used to that. This one is about the additional tasks. I point to other things like the phone book. That's a really good feature. You can you got your Rolodex in there, and then you got your contact details. If you click on any one of those names, that's the screen that'll pop up. It'll show their information. I didn't put all their information in. If I got tasks for that person that I assigned to, it'll show up under that. This is for when you're working with more than one person. Now, these are the external tasks. These are not the first task. Now, you can combine them. If you are so busy and you've got a couple people that's working with you and you want to assign them things to do on the rest of the database, that's perfectly doable on here. And so here's the active task because it's going to tell you that by what dates you put in. So if you put in a task and you don't give it an end date, then it's going to show up under active tasks. And I put it there. You see where it says here's where you can be the task can be added. Because when you see it in the other places, you can't add to them. You just can view them. This is where you add under open tasks, and you can see the button right there just above in the dark blue. The button says open tasks. That way you can. There's a couple ways to get to it, but that's just one of the ways. And if you want it to stop showing up and you've completed that task, then you got to make sure that you set the project to in progress to completed, and then give it 100%. Otherwise, if you don't give it 100%, it ain't gonna do anything. But what it'll do is it'll look like it's completed, but you only completed 75% of it. So I'm saying that for your some of us, organization is important. So you want to do it the way it needs to be done, so you'll read it correctly. But you don't have to put the 75% as long as you change that in progress to completed. Because if you don't, then it won't show up as completed. So there's the overdue task. I've left one in there so you can see that when you're late on a task, it's still showing up, but the date that it's supposed to be done is passed. It'll show up in the overdue. And then tasks due today. Those are the ones that had today's date. And of course, you know how a to-do list works, but this is just a little more elaborate. I like it a lot better because those tasks, you have to go to them and you have to, go through them and figure out what they are. Now, right here, I'm showing you the social media part. You see, I can keep up with my social media, where I'm, what social media platforms I'm on, what they're about, and the frequency by which I show videos, how many subscribers I got, and if I'm actually active. If I don't put a check mark in there, I'm pretty much saying that's what I had. I don't do it anymore, right? But there's a report to show you what you have. All this stuff is printable, and so on and so forth.